Jesus says, take your stimulus check money and buy an electric scooter. The country is in trouble despite what the stocks are showing on TV. In actuality, the economy is going down, and that Jesus told me that it's going to get worse, and that more and more people will lose their jobs, and that they will be ruined financially. There will be a lot of distress. And Jesus told me that electric scooter is very important for the people here in America, because many people will be getting into electric scooters. A lot of people don't know about what electric scooters can do. A lot of people think that whenever they hear about electric scooters, they think of those bird scooters, which have small tiny wheels and tires, and that they're very slow and dangerous, unsafe to ride on the road, any rough pavement. Some of them have bad experiences with them crashing because they couldn't take any bumps. And a lot of people think that electric scooters are just unsafe and unstable, period. They just think of those small wheels and tires, and that it is not a feasible, viable solution to be considered as a transportation, that it is much worse than bicycle. A lot of people resort to bicycles for transportation, for backup transportation. A lot of people are thinking of using bicycles. Hey, if you can ride bicycle, if you are physically strong and able to do it, if you are able to ride bicycle 10 miles one way, 20 miles round trip for commute, be my guest. Maybe some people are bound to use it. But there are a lot of people out there that are unable to ride bicycles, nor they have strength, endurance to ride long distance. And what if their work is 10-15 miles away from home? See, Jesus knows all this. And Jesus knows what you need. Jesus has been guiding me. He has been guiding me to keep advertising, showing the ride of electric scooter to the public, to be seen on the street more and more, as much as possible. He wants me to keep riding the thing like a little boy, like a little duckling. All I do is obey him and do my best to obey him by riding it. And he doesn't want me to go slow either. You see, this electric scooter has 3 speed settings like most of them do. And I tend to go slow to save my battery power, my battery capacity. Because I have a small size battery. Mine is basic size. It's 26 amp hour battery. And mine gets me about 25 miles range if I ride in moderate speed, in fast speed. So it's not very long. Now if I ride gently, it'll get me about 30-35 miles, which is pretty good. But when you ride on traffic, when you ride on the road, you gotta go fast. You cannot go slow like 15 miles per hour. That's just not gonna cut it. You need to be able to go at least 35-40 miles per hour, if not more, depending on the traffic flow. See, God knows all that. He knows what you need. and he has been guiding me to tell people that electric scooters are the viable solution, despite what they think of electric scooters, thinking that they're no good, unstable, unsafe, and too slow. It's not true. God is telling us that they are not what you think they are. They can be treated, they are as effective as like motorcycle. Those wheels and tires are actually about anywhere from 70% to 70% larger or twice as large as those Bird electric scooters. They're actually big, they're not small. They range from 11 inches to 13 inches in diameter. And Jesus telling us not to underestimate them. Because with these electric scooters, when you travel at 35, 40, 45 miles per hour, due to the laws of physics, you cannot sink and crash into the potholes. It'll go right over it. Trust me, it'll go right over it. Jesus, he ensured to me, he revealed to me that you will go over them, not get stuck and crash into it. Because laws of physics don't lie. The momentum, the weight of the scooter, and the speed that it carries, you'll go right over it. As a matter of fact, I have gone over potholes many times. Because I use my scooter for commute, for work, every time. I don't drive my car anymore. I rarely drive it. Jesus told me not to drive my car. He told me to use my scooter for everything. He told me that over and over, still guiding me, reminding me to ride my scooter. You can go over potholes with this. When you get into this type of scooters, they have large tires and wheels and much faster motor. They go anywhere from 40 miles per hour to nearly 60 miles per hour. They are literally like cars. You'll be able to keep up with the traffic, go with the flow of the traffic, same speed as them. And you can ride like a motorcycle. They have much better traction, control, and stability. And you can go over bumps, no problem, rough roads, because these type of electric scooters are actually off-road scooters. They're not really just road scooters, they're off-road, like mountain bikes, because they have suspension. They actually have suspension front and back. They have a deep suspension travel, and they're tough, so that you'll be able to go over bumps no problem. It's not gonna break on you. They are not like those scooters that with the tiny wheels. They don't have shocks, they don't have suspension. These do. When you get into 3200 watt electric scooters or up, you will get into this type of platform. You will need to look for this type of platform. And they are available in Chinese stores, online stores like Alibaba.com or AliExpress.com. It's AliExpress.com or Alibaba.com. ALIBABA.com. Reason why I recommend that, and Jesus agreed with me, as a matter of fact, he recommended to go with those stores because you'll be able to buy these electric scooters at wholesale price. With the low labor in China, you'll be able to get the scooter a lot for your money compared to what you would have to pay here in America if you were to buy it from retailers, local retailers, because they are the middleman and they need profit. So they have no choice but to mark up the price. So you'll be paying a lot more. Although you will get their support, their service, their support and warranty, Well, you get warranty from Alibaba and AliExpress as well. You can get warranty through their vendor, their wholesaler. They will provide you with replacement parts. Only that you will have to do it yourself. You will have to replace it, fix it yourself. But they can provide you instructions for that. You know, it's available on the internet, on YouTube, or their website, or through their contact. Basically, you'll be paying more if you were to buy from the retailers. Like, I don't know, there are not that many right now. See, that's another problem. Here in the U.S., electric scooter market is very small. The community is very small, and it just started growing. And it's just too small. It's not easy to buy them. You can rent them through, city resources available within the city. But the market is too small. That's why it makes it hard to keep them, because what if you buy a scooter and they break on you? How are you gonna fix it? People worry about that, because there's not enough market for it. Well, Jesus is telling me, God told me that the demand for electric scooters will have to rise. It will go up here in America. And Jesus is telling us to expand, advertise, tell others through words of mouth, through videos, through conversations, that electric scooters are, as a matter of fact, a viable solution for us. Because a lot of people will go unemployed due to financial distress in America, and that it will get worse. It's not going to get better. Jesus knows what's coming. That's why He's preparing us, warning us, guiding us what to do to help others. He wants us to know, He wants people to know that electric scooters are a viable solution. It will be useful for many people. It may not be for everyone, but there will be large demand, large number of people, large portion of population will make good use out of them, because God knows. With electric scooters, that you won't have to pay, there's no insurance, there's no registration fees, there's no registration for them. They don't exist. No license plates. And there's no money. You don't have to pay gas for it. Only thing is you charge it in your home. And they draw so little power, it doesn't really affect your electric bill either. Like this one, for example, takes like around 130 watt per hour, if I remember correctly. And this is a fast scooter, high powered. This is 5,600 watt to 6,000 watt scooter. So compared to that, it really actually draws little power. So they are very energy efficient. You'll be saving more than if you were to have a car. And it actually saves more than electric vehicle, because the motors are smaller, much smaller. Power requirements are much lesser. So they don't draw much power. And God told me that He wants us to pray that the country will start to adopt the scooter market, to expand and increase support, so that more people, instead of fixing cars, he proposes us. He's recommending people to get into interest on supporting electric scooters for repairs, to provide services, repairs for electric scooters, because more people will be using them here in America. Those days are coming. it may look more like China in America because more people will be running around with electric scooters than cars because they are cheaper to fix, more cost effective. The main thing you'll be doing is changing out tires, the tubes for flat tires, and they're pretty easy to do. It doesn't take long to fix them, and God is telling us to be prepared when you buy scooters, be prepared to fix it on your own. Get the parts from online or stores and fix it yourself, and it will be cheaper. The cost of maintaining will be cheaper than cars. When cars break on you, when you buy used cars, it will actually cost you more money, especially when you don't have a job or when you could make very little money, working part-time or whatever because not enough demand. You won't be able to afford cars for repairs and all that because they charge you a lot for repairs unless you are a mechanic. Fix it yourself. But it's still going to be cheaper with electric scooters. That's what Jesus is telling us. For many reasons, that it will be very useful in the future, in the coming days. A lot of people will have to give up their cars because they can't pay their bills. They can't keep up anymore. They may be able to just pay their rent and not pay other bills because they can't afford it. Electric scooters will help them out greatly. You can go to work with this, 15 miles, one-way trip, no problem. With the battery size, it's enough to get you to make a round trip without getting it recharged. And they have different battery sizes. My recommendation is go with the larger battery size when you buy them, when you order them. Don't go with the small ones. Go with the larger ones. And you won't regret. It will pay off in the end, in the long run. And make sure that you get Samsung or LG batteries. They are better quality batteries. They are durable, reliable, and they handle better in the winter when it's cold. They hold charge better, and they're better performing. I don't recommend Chinese batteries. They're usually found in smaller capacities, like the basic size that come with the scooter. So I highly recommend that you go with the larger size batteries. It's worth it, trust me. Jesus says use stimulus check money to buy scooter instead. It's not for everyone. It's for those, after all, you gotta seek Jesus. You gotta seek God, and He will guide you. He will make arrangement for you to buy a scooter if that is His will, first of all. But Jesus is also urgently telling us to let people know that there will be people that are without jobs, relying on government money to live off their government money to pay their bills. And that tell them that electric scooters are the way. Use them. You can get them for cheap. Scooters like this will cost, you can get them for $1,700, $1,800 with shipping. And that's a fast one. I'm talking 5,600 watt or higher. But you don't have to get them. You can get lower rated ones like 3,200 watt electric scooters. They use same platform, so they're durable like that. They're strong and solid and durable, and have a good suspension. And even 3,200 watt scooter will get you 40 miles per hour easily, or even go faster. And 3,200 watt electric scooters will run you about anywhere from $1,100 to $1,500